Yes. So today we are going to discuss about our immune system, okay, which is the second part of the human health and the diseases because the first one was containing all the diseases which we have already discussed, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So let's start with the immunity one, which is the second part, immunity. So immunity meaning is what? Like it's the ability of anybody to fight with the foreign agent, or we can say that pathogens, right? So all the defense elements, like every country has some defense, right? Like defense minister and defense minister,
Yeah.
and there's lots of armies are there, right? So defense minister is controlling all the armies, militaries, right? Navy. So all these things are the what? So these are the defense of country. So that's why in our body we also have some defense mechanism, okay, which is fighting with the foreign agent. So that's why we can say that all the defense elements which help in which helps in fighting foreign agents. One second, just yes, fighting foreign agent. And all those organism which cause disease, they are called what? Tell me.
Pathogens.
What? Genes?
Wait, you said disease, right?
Yes, disease causing agents are called.
Pathogens.
Yes, pathogens. Okay, I thought you just said genes. Okay, so
Oh.
foreign agents. Okay, fine. So any guesses? Do you know immunity is basically of how many types?
um. Uh. Like 5 or 6.
Basically, immunity is only of two type. First is the
Oh.
innate immunity, and second is the acquired one. Innate means
Oh.
when you were born, okay? Like it's a kind of when any individual is born, so it was already there. So innate means, just tell me, when baby was born, so baby had some skin. Yes or no? Of
Mm-hmm.
course, it
Yes.
wasn't like bone or like it's a not skeleton only. So yes, we have the like skin every time, right? So why? So
Yeah.
this skin is working as a barrier for the pathogen. Can pathogen directly enter from the skin?
No.
No, it enter only through the like openings, right? That's why we are wearing mask in this corona pandemic,
Yeah.
right? So that's why innate immunity refers to all the like defense elements which an individual is born which with which, okay, so
So defense mechanisms with which, like, a person is born with.
yeah, exactly, okay. So and just tell me, baby, when baby is weeping, so some tears are there, yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Baby has a lot of saliva also. Saliva is coming out most of the time, right? Like in the baby. So this saliva is good for the baby. Okay. So in the innate immunity, so is it a specific one? Innate. Like it,
Oh no.
no, it is not specific. It is killing just all the general bacteria, right? Like common
Yeah.
bacteria and the fungus. It is not the specific one. It is targeting that particular. No.
Yeah.
But in the acquired, that acquired meaning is which is actually you are acquiring after the
Yeah.
birth, like when your immune system is getting stronger and stronger, so you have the ability to form the antibody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And antibody is
Proteins.
yes, proteins, and that antibody is killing a particular type of virus or the bacteria. Am I right?
Not virus, bacteria.
uh why not
But
virus? Why not
oh,
virus?
isn't that the macrophages?
So macrophages, whatever it is, macrophages, antibody also kill the all these like
Oh.
coronavirus. You are taking vaccine, why? Because
Oh,
in
so the
your body and
vaccine.
antibody is getting formed, and
Yeah,
you have
you're exposing like
attenuated
the
pathogen.
lipids and the proteins of the virus to
Yeah,
the antibodies so they can
so
form more developed antibodies to fight the COVID vaccine.
so antibody kill virus too, okay.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
I see
So
that.
now, if I talk about the innate immunity, so innate immunity means like defense mechanism with which an individual is born. Okay, and it is non-specific one, non-specific innate immunity, because it is killing a general organism, not the specific one. Like antibody is killing a specific type of bacteria because it is formed for the specific one. Suppose if coronavirus is entering in my body, so antibody is taking time for formation, because it is
Yeah,
like like my body is making antibody specifically to kill the coronavirus, so it is
yeah,
specificity. But in the innate immunity, like my skin is specific to someone. No, it is general, right? So it is
yeah.
specific one, and it is developed. Acquired means which you acquiring after life, after coming in life. So it is a defense mechanism after getting birth, right? So after
So
birth.
okay, so in defense mechanism with which an individual acquires after birth,
Yeah. Okay, and it is getting developed, like it is becoming stronger and stronger when the baby is
develops and
growing.
acquires.
Yeah. So in the acquired immunity, main two things are there: specificity and memory. Like vaccination. Vaccination is working on which basis? Tell me. Innate or acquired?
Acquired.
Acquired. Why? Because you are taking vaccination. So when the real corona is attacking, so because of the memory, so your cells directly attack on the coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, if I talk about the innate immunity, so we are dealing with the barriers. Innate immunity, we are dealing with so many barriers. So in the innate immunity, first barrier means which is restricting the pathogens to enter in your body. Okay, so first is the physical barrier. So what do you mean by the physical barrier? Any guesses? So do you know we have the skin, we
Yeah.
have the mucus coated epithelium in our body, inside
Yeah.
our body, mucus coated mucus. So mucus is very good in trapping the pathogens, right? Most of the bacteria is
Yeah.
getting trapped in the mucus because it is something like a sticky, right? Sticky
Yeah.
type of fluid, okay, of our respiratory tract. Like when we have the trachea, so it is a quite a mucus, there lots of mucus are like so mucus is here, right? So
Yeah.
epithelium of respiratory tract, gastrointestinal tract.
The mucous membranes,
Yes. So all these are very good in trapping the pathogens.
cilia, earwax, that stuff.
Yes. Urinogenital tract also.
Oh,
Urinogenital tract. Okay. So these, so what is happening? So can we say that this mucus is trapping the microbes? Mucus
mhm.
trapping the mic. So mucus is good in trapping
Yeah,
the
it's good.
microbes. So it is getting killed. Okay, this is the physical barrier. Second is
Yeah.
so it is present every time. That's why it's a physical. But physiological means which is taking place sometime, not regular, not day, not
Hmm.
continuously. Like if I'm weeping, so tears are coming. So if tears are coming, so tell me, it is continuously or sometime only?
Sorry, what? It's
I
sometimes, I think.
sometime, that's why it's a
I hope.
physiological, right? Yeah, acidity in my stomach, so it is sometime or continuously?
Oh, all the time.
Huh?
Yeah.
Stomach release acidity all the time? Very good,
No,
Vishnu.
but it contains hydrochloric acid, which has a pH of 2.
Yeah, it contain the it contain the cells, okay, like which is releasing the acidity, but your stomach is releasing acidity all the time? No, it will
Does it
cause
not?
acidity. It will cause acidity in your stomach when you are thinking about the food or when you are eating only. When the food is getting digested,
Oh,
then it release only the acidity acids, so that I just wrote the acidity. So it means a simple key. When you are eating a food, then it release the acid only, so that it can
ah,
kill the
I
germs and
see.
it can convert the pepsinogen into pepsin. I will tell you when I
Oh,
start the.
an enzyme. Pepsin's an
Yeah,
enzyme.
yeah.
To digest. that digest food, helps digest food.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We in our saliva we have the lysozyme, which is a bacteria. Okay, so it is also killing
Lysozymes?
lysozyme bacteria. Yes.
Oh, like
So
lysosome.
no, 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 not lysosome, lysozyme, lysozyme.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's similar, right? Because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
engulfs
yeah,
us
kind of similar. You can say that. Yes. So it is
because it's
also
based off the lyse, the Lyse.
yeah, lies. You can say that. So it means saliva and tear. So they are also killing the microorganism. Okay.
Okay, give me a second to like note this down. I'm like trying a new form of note.
Yeah, so these are the two main barrier. After that, we have the cellular barrier. So when the baby is born, okay, so some cells are also present in his body or in her body. Okay, so these like have you ever heard about the monocyte? Like WBC, you can say monocyte, like the neutrophils. These are the most common one. Okay, and there is a one which is known as the NK lymphocyte. NK lymphocyte means a natural killer lymphocytes. So these are the specialized cell which are already present in the baby. Okay, like these are the better to say that specialized cell. So these are the
Oh,
specialized
okay.
cells and which help in the phagocytosis. Phagocytosis means suppose the
Oh,
natural killer cell.
engulfing.
Yeah, so it engulf completely.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
You mentioned this, I think.
okay, I told you before, right? So
Yeah,
phagocytosis means engulfing completely. Okay, like the Pac-Man, I told you, Pac-Man. There is a
yeah.
game, na, the Pac-Man, phagocytosis and completely destroy that. So yes, so it is done by how many type of the cells? So you have to remember, first one is the NK lymphocyte. So NK lymphocyte means natural killer lymphocytes, natural killer lymphocytes. Second is the neutrophils. Neutrophil is a kind of WBC. Okay,
It's a kind of macro. Yeah, macro. Yeah.
yeah, and there is a monocyte.
Oh.
You can also say like as you said macrophage. Okay, macrophage
Hmm.
is also very good in phagocytosis. So
I think
macrophage, monocyte, neutrophils. Yeah, yeah. You think what?
I think I know all of the types of macrophages.
Oh, all the type of macrophages. Yeah, can you tell me some name? Macrophage types.
Or like white blood cell types.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. I told you, I guess, NL map. You remember?
Yeah, I yes, okay.
Neutrophil,
Neutrophil, lymphocyte, neutrophil, lymphocyte,
monocyte.
eosinophils,
Awesome.
basophil,
Very good.
monocytes. Yeah, that
Yeah.
stuff.
In which chapter I told all these things? I forgot.
Like way long ago, like last.
Oh, no, which unit? Because we are starting now the health. Have we covered the health previously?
No, it was like in
Oh,
Kshitij.
cell chapter we were discussing. Okay.
No, it was from Kshitij.
Kshitij?
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay. I got it now.
Yeah,
Okay. So, 4 years ago, you were in sixth standard, right? Six or
yeah.
seven?
It was like fifth.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Okay, and the last one is cytokine barrier. Oh my God, you remember so many things. Okay, so cytokine barrier is what? So it is like suppose if a virus is infecting me. Okay, so what is happening actually whenever my these cells are viral infected, so these cells release a protein, and this protein is protecting the non-infected cell from the infected one. It is something like suppose if I'm getting infected but I want to save my normal friend. Okay, so I will release some protein coating, and this protein coating is preventing my friend from me. Are you getting that?
oh
So
yeah.
so it's a kind of sacrifice, not sacrifice, but it's a like very good thing that you are protecting your friends, okay, from you. So it's a kind of interference, But mostly will
What does
do,
that
no, no,
mean?
no, if I'm getting infected, so you should also get infected. Less sneezing and a lot of things. Because friends are like crazy. Okay, so interferons are produced by, interferons is what? It's a kind of protein, okay, which is protecting
No.
the neighboring cells, non-infected one. So interferons produced by viral infected cells. If cells is getting infected by the virus, so it will release some protein which is known as interferon, and it is protecting the non-infected cell. This protein
Mm-hmm.
protecting the non-infected cell. So how many type of barrier we have just studied? Four type of barrier, right? Physical, physiological, cellular, and the cytokine barrier. Got it now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Now, so we are going to discuss about the second type, which is getting developed after the birth. Do you remember acquired immunity?
Yeah. I don't. So okay. So I don't think I got the cytokine barrier. I didn't finish writing stuff. So
Okay, okay, okay. But did you
interferons are a
understand?
type of
Did you
protein.
understand that?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what is
Produced.
interferon?
It's a type of protein.
Okay, and it is released by what?
Um, cells protecting the non-infected cells.
Yes, it's a very good. Fine. So acquired immunity basically work on the two phenomena. I mean the two basics it has. Acquired immunity. Can you tell me that? I already told you. Like it is
Say it again.
general. Like
Say it again.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Innate immunity is generally killing the organism, right? It's quite general. It's not a
It's not.
specific one.
It's not specific. It's not
But
specific.
if I talk about the other one, so what about that?
Acquired immunity.
Yeah,
That's
so
like there's like specialized cells that tackle each
very
thing.
good. So two main phenomena.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the two main phenomena name specificity and memory? I told you.
Oh
I told you, na, like it works on the two main thing is specificity, matlab it is specific, and it retain the memory. Why memory? Because
oh
if it enter again, suppose if you are infected with virus like common cold, so after 1 week you are completely recovered. So you get infected again quickly?
no
No, because you're like with the same virus you will not get affected. Suppose you get corona and you just recovered, so will you again get the corona just after
no.
2 or 3 days? No. No. So why? Because of the memory. Okay, your memory
So
store
you're
the
saying
antibody.
I should get COVID so I won't get it later?
Yeah, that is what we are doing in the vaccination actually.
That the vaccine essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But we're
we
not
feel not
direct.
completely affected, a little bit like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like
We're
little,
not completely like
because we are taking weak pathogen, because we are taking
yeah
the a kind of weak corona. That is the main purpose
yeah.
of vaccination. Better to take weak one instead of stronger, so that become
I
the
think
first. Yeah.
I watched a video about it, and I think it's actually the lipids inside the membrane, virus
Yeah,
membrane.
yeah, yeah. Actually, virus only contain protein and nucleic acid. Haven't I told you?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you are taking only
proteins.
that, so it is considered as a corona. Okay.
Yeah, essentially.
So now we are going to discuss about the acquired immunity. And acquired immunity is before the
Oh,
birth, on the birth,
sorry.
or
One
after the.
question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cytokine barrier is part of innate immunity, right?
Yeah, all these barriers, all barriers come under innate only. That's why
Okay.
I said it's a four number. Four.
Okay.
Okay. So four barriers
Hmm.
are basically come under the innate one. Now we are moving to the next immunity, which is the acquired immunity. So we are acquiring it after the birth, before the birth, on the birth.
After birth,
Yeah. It is pathogen specific or not?
specificity and memory. Yeah, specific.
Okay. So it is after birth we are acquiring. It is pathogen specific.
Hmm.
Specificity is there, and it has the two main thing I told you, two main character.
Specificity and memory.
Yeah, yeah, you can sleep if you want.
No, no, I'm kidding.
uh,
I'm kidding. It's just I was yawning.
okay, okay. So first is the specificity. If some students are like, okay, sir, okay, fine, thank you. Okay,
No,
so
I
it
took
is
a very long nap.
okay. So specific and some memory. Okay, what is the main purpose of memory? Can we say that when the immune system encounter a pathogen, okay, when a pathogen is entering into our immune system, so first time it retain the memory, right? Like in the vaccination,
Hmm.
it has some memory. So now when the real corona is coming, so its memory become activated, like such type of
Yeah.
already enter, so second time response is always very very much higher. Suppose if you are fighting with someone first time, so you don't know his weak point, but at second time you know his weak point, so that's why a second time response is always higher. So that's why you can quickly kill them second time. And every immunity has the ability to it na, self cells and the foreign cells. Like, can your immune cells kill your own cell?
No.
No, our body is working for us na. So it is
I mean,
the
there are cases where that can happen, but no.
yeah. So yeah, that's why you should know one thing: self cells
Autoimmune
and the
diseases.
foreign cells. So we have to kill the foreign molecule, not the self cells. Self cells are very good for us because they are our own cell.
Stem
Okay.
cells, you said?
It's self means my
Oh,
own cells.
self cells. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
My own cell, my normal cells. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So acquired is further divided into the two type of immunity. Acquired immunity is further divided into two type of immunity. Humoral immunity, humoral immunity,
Hemorrhoid?
humoral, humoral,
Humoral.
and the cell mediated.
What does that mean?
I'm going to tell you, don't worry. Humoral immunity and the cell mediated immunity. So humoral means all those mechanism which involves the antibody.
Oh,
So the mechanism, like whenever any organism is entering or anything, so which is involved the formation, I mean, which involve the formation of antibody, it comes under the humoral immunity. So we have
wait.
so many type of, I'm just telling, just give me 1 minute. So we
Yeah,
have so
yeah.
many type of antibodies, like immunoglobulin, it is known as. Antibodies also
Hmm.
known as immunoglobulins. So we have
Yeah.
IgA, IgD, IgE, IgM, IgG. I know what these are. Don't worry. So these are the immunoglobulins, like antibodies formed in different type of bacteria and funguses. But if I talk about cell mediated, so it is actually done by the T lymphocyte. So this T lymphocyte,
Oh,
releases two type of cell: cytotoxic T cell, or you can say killer T cell, and other is the helper T cell. So
weak
these are,
cell.
yeah, so these
Or
are
no,
the type of cell which kill the
no.
microbes. Okay. So it is done
So
by
cell
the
mediated.
cell mediated, means it is done by the T lymphocyte. T lymphocyte is present in our body na, lymphocytes. So now
Yeah.
so if I have, you noted it down, these thing?
Oh, not yet. So cell mediated immunity is killer T cell.
Koti koti,
Killer
what?
T. Cell mediated immunity is killer
uh,
T cell and um
Cytotoxic T cells.
cytotoxic.
I will tell you these thing in detail. Just note this down. Only this one.
Oh, I already got that.
Yeah, I will tell you all these. So
Oh,
now
okay.
we are going to discuss about the humoral immunity and cell mediated in detail. So which is a part of the acquired immunity. Okay. So in
Yep.
the humoral immunity, actually it is like dealing with the antibody that are circulating in the body fluids. Okay. So
Oh,
humoral immunity. Humoral immunity is simple meaning is, so it is containing the antibodies, that are circulating, that are
in
circulating,
bodily fluids.
yeah, in our body fluids. It can be plasma, it can be blood. Okay, so body fluids. And you know it very well, the antibodies are basically here, like that was the T lymphocyte I told na. Cell made it
Hmm.
is by the T lymphocyte, so humoral is done by the B lymphocytes. So these
Okay.
antibodies are because we have only two type of lymphocyte, B lymphocyte and the T lymphocyte, right? So antibodies are produced by B lymphocyte, B lymphocytes. So whenever any antigen is entering, antigen means any kind of protein which is possessed by the bacteria fungus. So our response is become very activated and it forms the antibody, and then it will attack on the virus or pathogen. So antibody is also known as the immunoglobins. So that's why we have taken out the I and G. It is immunoglobulin. So that's why we have various type of antibody. Can you just see that IgA, IgD is a type, IgE, IgM, and IgG. Okay, Vishnu, are you there?
I'm here. I'm just like getting everything down.
Okay, so we have so many type of the Ig like immunity like immunoglobulins. Okay, IgM, IgG. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how they actually look like, how these antibodies actually look like. Yes. So we have the like if I talk about the antibody molecule now, so it usually contain one light chain, sorry, two light chain and the two heavy chain. Two light chain. Do you know like why? Why? It is something look like a Y. So I'm going to show you the picture of antibody. Can you see right side on the screen? Right side.
Yeah.
So these are the antibodies which is killing the pathogen, okay? So it is a light chain. Can you just see that? Can you see my cursor? This is a
Mm-hmm.
light chain. These are the heavy chains. These are heavy chain. This is light chain. So this is IgG. This is IgE. This is IgD. This is IgA. This is IgM. So this is how these molecules are look like. Like these are the antibodies. And can you just see this orange part? Orange part.
Yeah.
So
Antigens.
actually, yeah, this is the antigen binding site. Antigen binding site
Oh.
means like this is the part where it is trying to bind with the antigen, any pathogen, and trying to kill them, trying to attack them. Okay, so
So antigens are good, right?
antigens, actually it is antigen binding site. Antigens are not, antigen is the recognition factor na, like if any virus is entering, any fungus is entering, so it has some antigen. So because of that
Oh.
because of that antigen we are working,
Recognizes.
recognizing like which kind of antibody should I make to kill you.
Oh,
So
blood
it's a,
has that too. Blood has antigens, right?
yeah, every organism has the antigen, that is a recognition factor, it's a I card. Whenever you are going to school, so you can enter in, is
Mhm.
in your school only na, because you have that I card. So it's an antigen. If you are virus, so you have that antigen. If you are fungus, so
It's
you
like an
have that.
ID,
Yeah,
identification thing.
yeah, exactly. So this orange part is quite variable. It is getting changes. Why? Because bacteria fungus can be of any size. So it is variable part. It can change. It can change its size. It's a variable. But the lower part, it's a constant region. It will remain as it is. Okay.
Hmm.
So Vishnu, what I just told you, the upper part is what? It is a heavy chain because it is double, and this is the light chain. Okay. Sometimes there is a
Hmm.
question. It is known as the H2L2 molecule. H2L2 means too heavy and too light. Okay. So instead of showing this like type, it is better to show you only one antibody. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Yes, better to show you this only. Can you just see that?
Hmm.
So it is saying VV means variable part, CC means it is a constant part. So these are the heavy chain and these are the light chain. Okay. So
Right.
you have to remember this. So this is only the light chain and this is completely the heavy chain. You have to remember that. And all are connected with a disulfide bond. Disulfide means SS. Disulfide means
Mm-hmm.
SS bond. Can you just see that it is saying that antigen binding site? I told you.
Yeah.
Antigen binding site, and it's a variable because it is getting changed to accommodate the virus. Or are you getting my point?
Yeah.
See, this is showing here. Can you just see this is the SARC COVID and this is the
COVID-19.
antibody. Can you just see? So which part is attached with the antibody? Can you just see?
The light chain.
Yeah,
The antigen.
yeah, antigen binding site, right? So
Yeah.
this is my antibody, and antibody is attaching with the virus. I know virus size is quite larger, but there will be so many antibody, na? It's like army. So many antibodies
Yeah.
attacking the virus.
They
So
have they have power in numbers.
yeah, so that's why, and they are killing the viruses. So this is
There's like
how.
over 100 million types of antibodies in the body.
Yeah, exactly, and it should be. Got it
Hmm.
now? So
Yeah.
it is about the antibody. So how many type of antibody right now we have just studied? What are the name? Any guesses?
Antibodies. What?
IgA, IgD, IgG, IgM. I told you, na?
Like five? I don't know.
Yeah, five. Can you just see that?
Oh yeah.
It is the most
What do they
common one.
do?
You have to remember these names.
IgA, IgD, IgE, IgM,
Most
IgG.
common
Okay.
is IgA. Okay. So antibody contain how many chains? One antibody contain how many chains? Can we say that? Four, right? So two heavy and two light,
Oh
two heavy
yeah.
chain and two light chain. That's why its name is. And it is in the shape of Y, isn't
Hmm.
it? It is something
Yeah.
like that, na?
Contain four chains.
Yes, four polypeptide chains, and they are held together in the form of Y. So upper part is what? Upper part is, you have to draw this diagram
Light.
strictly.
Light.
Vishnu, you have to draw this diagram. It is very, very important. Okay.
An antigen binding site.
Yes. This diagram is very important. Remember?
Polypeptide. Peptide bonds, like as in amino acid
Yeah,
proteins,
yeah,
right?
proteins. Yes, because antibody is protein,
Yeah, it's
and
protein. Yeah.
that's why. So
So
it
was
is.
influenza. Neuraminidase.
You had influenza.
No, never mind.
Okay.
Hemagglutinin. That's a protein too, right?
Yeah, yeah. So have
Four chains
you
polypeptide.
drawn the
Mm.
diagram?
Oh yeah, two light and two heavy.
Yes. Like these are the complete heavier one. This is the lighter one. Because two chains
Oh,
are small and one chain is completely long. Something like that. So many structures of the antibody. Antibody is very, very small. That's why it's like different colors, different shapes. But all are in the Y shape. You can see that. Right?
got it.
Okay,
Got it.
so it is about the humoral immunity, am I right? So humoral means all the antibodies are in the what? In the body fluids, in our body fluids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now if I talk about the next one, it is known as the cell mediated immunity. So if I talk about cell mediated, what is the meaning of that? Cell mediated?
Hmm. It's a T cell thing.
Yeah, so cell mediated immunity is mediated by the T lymphocyte, right? I mean, it is concerned with the T cell. So it is like controlled by, or it is coordinated by the T lymphocyte. So this T lymphocyte actually release two type of the cell. Okay, first is the cytotoxic, or we can say killer T cells, cytotoxic and killer T cells. Second is the
Coordinated by.
second is the helper T cells. Helper T cells. So actually cytotoxic or killer T cells, its name is the killer only. So can we say it is killing the specific targets? Like it is specifically like there is a salmonella typhi, so it is killing that. So it is killing, it help in killing specific target like bacteria. Suppose if you have a rhinovirus, so that cytotoxic and killer T cell directly try to kill that directly. Okay, so it has a lots of mechanism, variety of mechanism. So this cytotoxic and killer T cell right now present in your body right now. So whenever any normal bacteria and fungus is entering, so this cytotoxic killer T cell directly killing that. Okay,
Right.
without taking much
Yeah.
time. So it is
Mhm.
helper T cell. Helper T cell actually, better to say, like antibodies formed by the B cells na, antibodies. So sometime that antibodies formation is also helped by help only, help, nothing else. So they also activate, nothing else, they are just helping. So they are activating the B cells to produce more and more antibody. It's a kind of motivating cells, like they are motivating, like produce more antibody, produce more antibody. So they are just helping them to produce more and more. Okay, so remember, whenever suppose if your kidney stops working, so you need a kidney from another person or from the hospital, you got the kidney. Okay, so sometime
Yeah.
if there is a kidney transplantation, so your body rejects the kidney of other person. So why? It means that kidney is not accepted by your body. So which cells are involved in this? It is T lymphocyte. T lymphocyte
Hmm.
actually considered that new kidney as a foreign agent. So they will attack on your other kidney. Got it? Suppose if you got the kidney
Yeah.
from other person, so T lymphocyte considered that kidney as a pathogen, like very big pathogen. So attack on this kidney because it is not our part.
We
That's
need the
why.
cyclosporin A.
Yeah, cyclosporin. Also, we need to with the same blood group we have to match. Sometimes
Oh yeah.
they just can't accept that. Okay, because if you
Yeah,
take the
that's
from
right.
the other blood group, so it is not matching with your body. Okay, that's why.
Hmm.
Like same thing is happening. If I talk like can you allow foreign people, like for foreign means like you don't know them. So if you don't know them very much, so can you allow these strangers in your home come and have a
No.
coffee? Of course, that's why not. So that's why it is same thing happening in our body too. So we have studied the type of the immunity. Okay. Now, okay. So there is a further type. It is separated, and we have studied innate, acquired, and now it is a next topic. Okay, next different topic. So immunity on the basis of like better to say, like which will take a long time, like like acquired immunity can also be considered as an active and the passive one.
Didn't
What
you
is
say
that?
we were going to study cancer and AIDS too?
Yeah, we will study
Okay.
separately. Active immunity, active immunity, and the passive
Hmm.
immunity. So active and passive immunity means, suppose just I'm just telling one thing. Suppose if I get
Yeah.
the common cold, okay, and I didn't take any medicine, I didn't take anything, but after 4 or 5 days, it is getting cured. Okay,
Hmm.
automatically it is getting cured. Okay, so now that response is very strong or very weak. My reaction inside my body, like they are killing the rhinovirus, so it should be very strong or very weak.
Strong.
Strong because it takes a lot of time in the formation of antibody, right?
There isn't even a cure for
Yes, and
the
it will remain
rhinovirus.
for a long time, or like next day I will again become victim of that rhinovirus.
I mean, no, it takes a long time
Yes, so
because the
it
memory.
means active immunity is produced by my own cell. I didn't take anything from outside, and and
No.
and it remain for a very long time, right? But to develop that type of immunity, it takes time or not?
Yes, it does.
Yes, 4 or 5 days at least. But in the passive immunity, In the passive immunity, suppose if I say there is a baby, okay, baby doesn't have a very
Mm-hmm.
strong immunity, so mother is feeding her milk. Okay, baby is taking milk from the mother's body, right? From the mammary gland.
Yes.
So mammary gland contain antibodies already. It is a very rich protein rich and it's already contain antibodies. So baby is getting antibody from the mother's body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So uh, can you consider that in active immunity?
Hmm?
Can you consider that in active immunity? No.
What?
It is passive immunity. Why? Because it is not being developed by the baby's body. Baby is taking from the mother's body, right? So
Yeah.
when you are taking antibodies from the outside, then it is called the passive immunity.
Oh,
Getting?
okay.
Do you know
Because of the breast milk,
in the
there are
corona,
a lot.
we are doing
Yeah.
the plasma therapy, plasma.
Yeah.
In Delhi, there is a plasma therapy. Like if you are recovered, then you can donate your plasma. Why? Because in your plasma there is an antibody, na? So if that
Mm-hmm.
antibody is given to the weak type of person, like who can't develop antibody, so these antibodies can kill the coronavirus, right? So it is a passive immunity, yes
Mm-hmm.
or no?
Yeah.
So that's why. So now you have to tell me which will work very faster, active immunity or passive immunity?
Active.
Huh? Faster.
Oh, passive.
Active immunity took around 4 to 5 days to develop, but passive immunity, if I
Mm-hmm.
take an injection of antibodies, so it will quickly work na in my body.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so isn't it faster because you are taking it from the outside? It's kind of medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Suppose if a snake is biting you, so a snake is biting you, there is a toxic. So it's so for the antibody formation, it requires 3 to 4 days. So
Mm-hmm.
so you will wait for the active immunity or you will quickly do the passive immunity. You have to take
What?
the antitoxin. If a snake is biting you, so what do you need?
Mm-hmm.
Active immunity or passive immunity?
Passive. Passive.
Passive because we have to give something so that it can neutralize the toxin, right?
Anti venom. Yeah. Anti
Yeah,
venom.
yeah. So that's why we have to quickly give you the injection. You were hospitalized quickly, right? You will be actually. Okay.
Yeah.
But so it is faster response, it is slower. But which is stronger? Stronger is always the active one because it is
Mm-hmm.
developed by your own body, but you have to take it daily, daily. So it is not much stronger. Not much stronger. Got it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I say, suppose if I get the corona and after 10 days I recovered, so it is active immunity or passive?
Um. Wait. I
Automatically
think it's
recovered.
passive. I think it's passive.
What are you doing, Vishnu? I got corona and after 10 days I automatically recovered. So how it
Oh,
can
active.
active because it takes a lot of time slower. But suppose if I get corona and I took something and within 1 days I am recovered, I am feeling good. So it is passive because I have taken some antibody from outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, suppose if I am giving you the tetanus antitoxin, tetanus injection which contain antibody, so it is passive
Mm-hmm.
or active?
Say it again. The tetanus
If I'm
injection.
if
That's passive.
Yeah, it's a passive. Why? So because passive works very faster. Which work very faster? Suppose if you need a
Mm-hmm.
immediate response, if you need a immediate power, so which you think you will do? Active or passive?
Wait. What? Your
If
voice
you
cut out.
okay. If you need immediate response right now,
Mm-hmm.
I need response right now. I need antibody right now.
Passive.
Passive immunity. That's why baby we give the baby passive immunity because baby can't
Mm.
develop antibody. Na, he is not that strong. Got it
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. So all these are the portion. Okay. So in the next class you have to cover all these things. Okay. So rest of the portion like AIDS, cancer, and the immune system is also still left. We will discuss the time what happened in the immune system. Okay, so we will discuss it in our next class. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye bye, take care.
Bye bye. Bye.